I can just say that that I love it. I love it here, and I'm so grateful that this space exists. And I think it's especially relevant to have this space right here, right now, being that the city is so close, and people desperately need havens like this and places of unlearning and remembering. And that's definitely, I feel the community is strong here, and I feel safe here. I feel like I can trust you guys. I feel like time can slow down a little bit here, and there's a lot of healing happening, and I just want to thank you all for being here and holding this space. And I would like to get involved with this community. I just started a full-time job out on Long Island, so I'm not going to be able to be here physically for a little bit, for any extended period of time, but I have some visions, if I may propose them. Okay, so the first thing I was thinking, and things that I would be willing to offer without being physically present here, is connecting to people that are holding workshops and stuff at Omega and Cosm, and actually trying to reach out to certain individuals by staying on track with the events that are going on there, and seeing if they might be willing to hold workshops here. If you guys are a nonprofit, then you can get profit from holding workshops here and having a space in which for that to happen. So if you were to build a place here, let's say for next year, then come springtime when it warms up again, you could have folks here and you could hold workshops, maybe even in an amphitheater or something like that. And you're really close to Cosm and Omega, and there's so much unlearning and remembering going on at those places, so very similar missions. So I would be willing to make those connections to people that are presenting at those spaces, and email them, call them, and be a networker, because that's what I'm good at. Another thing that I would be willing to do when the season rolls around again, if I decide to stay in New York next summer, is lead experiential workshops for people here, to the tune of eco-psychology, which is what I got my degree in. So looking at like Johanna Macy's work, if anybody's familiar with that, allowing people to get in touch with environmental despair and then find environmental empowerment and reconnection. So I think that there's a lot of like emotional sort of things that could be happening here, where people can actually leave transformed in terms of how they're going to relate to the planet once they go back into their homes, back into the city. So if you turn people on, I mean, it's one thing to bring people here and be like, look at what we're surrounded by, but it's another thing to actually encourage them to delve deep into their connection to the earthly elements here. And if that is triggered, and if that is activated in the people that show up here, then it's more likely that they're going to carry that on and attempt to create whatever's going on here at their homes, wherever they go back to. And so you want whatever's going on here to transpire, because this is sort of the lessons that society at large needs to be implementing. And so I think there's a potential for that. I'm also a gardener, a farmer. I've been farming for like 3.5 years. I know a bit about permaculture. And so come next season, when you guys start implementing the garden and envisioning what that's going to be like, I would love to help out, get my hands in the dirt. Thanks for being here, everybody. And this is a really beautiful community that I'm so grateful that I happen to stumble upon.